It's raining, y'all. God must be mad. That's some shit, boy. It's raining. God said, let there be light. God said, you feel me, let there be land. And God makes it rain. We we could say the person making it rain. That's who. I wonder if people be talking about killing God when he make it rain. Nah, yeah, people talk when they don't want it to rain. They be talking about killing God. They be talking about goddamn. You feel me? When God ain't Santa Claus, they be. You feel me? When God not Santa Claus, you feel me? There's a naughty and nice list, but you know, it's raining, y'all. God is just a magnificent being. Rain, we would call him a god anyway. Well, I guess that's what people's objective is, was satellites. I wonder why God made it rain. God probably is making it rain because we know who God is. You feel me? We know who God is, and all we do is mock God. Like, God, don't you try to act normal. You make it rain. But that don't make sense because God created creation and ideas. You feel me? God is like Da Vinci. How you gonna say don't you invent things? Because inventing is normal. You make it rain. That don't. Someone probably try to put their nasty taste in God's mouth and he just started letting it. Oh my gosh. You know, when people pick up the Bible, do they get closer to God or do they just read it to try to do one of them, hey little shawty, let me whisper in your ear type shits? The Bible got some good quotes. I'm not about to look up no pastor or nothing like that. Because, you know, they probably just trying to talk about someone else's God because they got a different God. Oh, God? See, God don't play that. God's probably just chilling back, sit back and relaxing with white hair and goddamn. wonder how a conversation with God would be. Oh, hey, how y'all doing? I was just saying, hey, oh yeah, you want me to talk more? That shit crazy. But yeah, you know, God probably come with some fun facts like, you know, from the beginning of when I said let there be light, Z was the first letter of the alphabet. Just imagine all the Z's that was walking around. So the, you know, the alphabet being backwards has to be God's office. You feel me? Because you feel me? That would be his detective work. You know what's really crazy? People read how disciplined God is, but still try to try him in his discipline. You feel me? That they try to make a soap opera about disciplined people arguing, angel arguing with God. You feel me? You feel me? That's the devil's catalog. The jokes about angels arguing. Man, people stereotype God too, you know. See, the problem is they saw me as a problem that's unsolvable. Woo! But yeah, you know what? People read into the Jesus story so badly. Poor guy. What? That's God's child. What the fuck do you mean, poor guy? That nigga is sadistic. You telling me God's child came here and let us kill him? Then what the fuck does die for our sins mean? Don't that mean he knew? That mean he knew people couldn't handle God. You feel me? You feel me? If someone told me that God is around the corner and will kill me if I mess with his child, I think a child would try to get in trouble on purpose. You feel me? We be reading the Bible all the way backwards. Jesus died for our sins. No, that sounds like Jesus set y'all asses up. But yeah, I guess that makes sense. God smited y'all so badly that y'all won't do that shit again without knowing the consequences. So Jesus taught us a lesson. Because, you know, sins is analyzation, you feel me? People usually put sin and then like a time sand, fill up the cup. So, you know, when everything got checked off, Jesus went outside to play to get these niggas off the streets. Because think about this. God can do anything. You feel me? I get you feel me? If God can smite us that fast and we imagine God with limbs, that means God is fast. Right? That would mean God is fast as fuck. You feel me? So God, you feel me, when they be like, this wood, those trees, the air, that's all God. You feel me? That's like them talking about God's speed. You feel me? Because, you know, God's not going to make us live inside of his body. But it makes sense for God to make a technology of speed in the humidity that people can walk around while his essence all around, and it's not them touching him. You feel me? And every time they think about touching him, that's when karma or anybody in general comes in. Because God is making it rain, y'all. God is making it rain, man. It's something people not listening to. You feel me? It could be raining off of God's speed. You feel me? God just ran the world so fast. I'm talking about some precipitation and shit like that. And then kept catching the rain every time it was about to drought, but held on to, like, you feel me, the peak of when it would just rain in general. So when it's gonna rain in general from his speed force, instead of oversaturating it and it raining, it rains for the whole catalog of fuck shit since when it could have rained the first speed force. You feel me? God is making it rain, y'all. You feel me? There's many gods. I agree, but we talking about the God. Like, you feel me? When people, like, the teacher, like, there's the first teacher in the world, and then there's the first God in the world. You feel me? There's the first teacher, which made many teachers, and then there was the first God that made many angels that can pronounce themselves as God before someone can speak about, you feel me, the God. And God's making it rain. You feel me? You could tell. You can see the angels. Have you met the angel that fell so y'all can fly? Have you met the angel that changed fall in the sky diving? Right, I see it. What do you mean that you ain't a devil? Yeah, kind of special. But yeah, so you know, God is making it rain, y'all. God is making it rain. It must be people, you feel me? Just imagine all the people that call upon God and don't respect him. And he's just dashing through the snow. You feel me? Due to humidity speed force that keeps thickening, and it's not slowing them down the more it thickens, that we can't even see the humidity. It's just clear. You feel me? And just keep dashing and catching the precipitation that would have dropped from it thickening so much. And then from where it would have just rained that time, if you didn't just keep speed forcing through, you feel me, to make people know, all right, it rained, we need to calm down. You feel me? You feel me? The heat didn't oversaturate it and bust the cloud. Or, you feel me? Instead, it pouring. You feel me? Like a Glock. So, you know, that's how you know when it rains. The clouds have more rain than that. God is controlling the rain. You feel me? It's not just, condensation and precipitation. No, condensation is still happening. You feel me? That bank is not about to run out. You feel me? It doesn't stop raining when the bank run out. You feel me? It just stops raining because, you feel me, from that speed force of thickness that would have happened in general, you feel me, if you don't count the, you feel me, all that energy. You feel me? That's the time schedule, you feel me? You feel me? Like, God is a real nigga, man. You know, that would be crazy if God came down and was just chilling with us. And, you know, he's just chilling, you feel me? So he first started chilling in heaven. First he was working in heaven. Then he was like, hey, yo. And you feel me? Started chilling, telling people who they gonna be, telling them who their real mother is. You like, that's fucked up. They try to Billie Jean Michael Jackson. They don't even know who Michael Jackson is. They keep calling, you feel me? Then he keep going back. He keep going down the elevator, not to hell yet. You feel me? Because I think Earth looked like hell. You feel me? I think the best parts of Earth is Earth, and then you feel me. The outskirts of, you feel me, the world. You feel me? The cold red of the world is hell. You feel me? Hell. You feel me? So yeah, so God go about going to the next level under heaven, to the next level under heaven, just talking about how, I was just in my office in heaven, and you feel me? And then gets to limbo of earth, and then he gets to hell. You feel me? He gets to hell. You feel me? I think that's how God works. You feel me? That would be some crazy shit if God be in hell and, you feel me, he was just in his office in heaven. You feel me? Like, he didn't fall to hell. Like, he got an office in hell too. You feel me? Hell is his office. You feel me? And then heaven is his home. And then, you feel me, the devil is his soldier in hell. Satan is his soldier in hell. You feel me? All these other angels are his soldiers in hell. And you feel me? He's just in hell doing office work, and people is talking about because he put angels on the job of contracts from a plane to another plane. They talking about God gotta pay bills. That would be some shit. You feel me? That would be some shit if they talking about, oh, God's in hell now? Oh, God need to pay some bills. You gonna be the first nigga God kill. Talking about the devil kill people. God kill way more people than the devil. But I guess if it's the devil, that makes it God. You feel me? But God is making it rain, man. God is making it rain. That would be some crazy shit if people be like, I'm just saying stuff that, you feel me, people, it'd be like, God, you don't want to be on the beach? Like, bitch, God is working. What you mean God don't want to? God got to work. No one's going to give God a job. God made work. So, they'll be like, oh, God, you don't want to smoke? God, you don't want to smoke, God? God, you don't want to live in a luxurious... God is working. God gonna smoke in heaven. God gonna do all that shit. Right now, he working. Or they talking about, God, where you gonna go when you stop working in apartments? Bitch, I'll probably stay in an apartment when I'm done working these apartments. You feel me? Like, God, you a tenant. Now, that's a good reason for God to smite somebody. God, you gotta go by the contracts too. Like, God, you feel me? That's what they be calling God. So, God, I wish I could talk to people straight up in their face and be like, they be calling that energy God? Yeah. So what should that energy do? You feel me? What they be calling that energy God? You feel me? Yeah. So what should that energy do? And you didn't know God might kill more people than anybody. But if God come down and be like, I'm a killer, I'm a killer, 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 killer. Eat. But you know they trying to act like they not. I don't know. I don't know where the H come from. I'm a killer, 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 killer. You feel me? I don't know where the H come from. Killer, killer, killer. Killer, 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 killer. Killer, 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 killer. I don't know where the H coming from. But yeah, everybody know God a killer, so it's just like I don't know where that H is coming from. Killer, 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 killer. Killer, 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 killer. Killer. Where's that H coming from? Killer, killer, killer. Do you feel me? Where the fuck is that H coming from? But yeah, so that'd be crazy that God go to hell and niggas is like, what do you expect hell to be like? Bitch, what you mean? What God expect hell to be like? He expect hell to be like heaven. The fuck is you talking about? The fuck? God don't expect hell to be y'all description. You feel me? Y'all is saying hell isn't a fun place. I'm gonna go to hell. Go to hell. Who the fuck said hell isn't like heaven? You feel me? Because, you feel me, when hell starts to get bad, God pull up. So, people be scared because he will. God will pull up. So, I'm like, what is this whole description that hell isn't a good place? Because, you feel me, I guess you could say hell is the battlefield, but heaven could be the battlefield. So, but it's just like people is not close to heaven. So you feel me? That doesn't mean God don't want hell to be a calm, collected battlefield like heaven. You feel me? That what's more crazy? When they say God is that energy. God is that energy. Yeah. That's why we be saying God. God is this energy. Yeah. So what is y'all saying this energy can't do? But God is organized, man. God is an organized person. So, niggas be like, fuck you, God. But yeah, that shit crazy. They talking about Jesus died. But if God is going so fast around everywhere, that means Jesus was watching y'all get your ass beat because he could see how fast God moves. You feel me? So y'all talking about, so Jesus really made y'all show, you feel me? Virgin Mary, asexual woman, God's kid, and somebody that's like Jesus, Virgin Mary. So, so what really happened is the Virgin Mary was Jesus. You feel me? Because Jesus was the Adam and Eve. Virgin Mary and Jesus was the Adam and Eve story. You feel me? The Bible repeats what it's saying. Let there be light. You feel me? Adam and Eve. You feel me? So the Virgin. So getting deep into the book till you get to the Virgin Mary, you see that Jesus didn't die because Jesus was with Virgin Mary. So what was really happening was social studies. The Bible broke down clout. You feel me? So, since, you feel me, Jesus dying was clout. You feel me? Because Jesus was the Virgin Mary. So, because who would say how God would come? You feel me? So, Jesus came down with the whole, you feel me, telling of how God will come. And, Jesus came down multiple times, you feel me? Pulled down multiple times. Over and over and over and over and over and over again, you feel me? Because I'm not trying to be on, feel the wrath. I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm just talking. So, Jesus came down, and then after the whole checklist, and you feel me, the God, you feel me, because you feel me, Jesus probably wanted to be with God, you feel me. What's good? Are you what's good? Are you sending me a live request, nigga? Oh, okay. I didn't know what the fuck that was. But yeah, so Jesus probably wanted to be with God, you feel me? The God, you feel me? Because think about this. If God made light and all this and woody whoop and etc, I think is you asking to go live with me, nigga? Declined. Oh. Dum dum dum. So yeah, if Jesus is God's child, I think Jesus is going. You feel me? So but if Virgin Mary is God, is Jesus' mother, that means Jesus was the Virgin Mary. You feel me? So Jesus. Yeah. Not a thing to make up. Bitch, you a company. If I say hello, you gotta. So like I was saying, uh, so yeah, so Jesus came down as a teacher because God was, you feel me, a battlefield teacher. So Jesus came down as like a blood, while God was like a crip. And when they didn't listen, you feel me, God got rid of them. You feel me? Community resistance in progress. You feel me? So people didn't listen to God, and not listening to God, you feel me, that his child don't want to be with them. His child is teaching them to live or die. So after, so wanting to stack up on the learning. You feel me? Because the best thing about business is when you have a business, the more people you do service to, the more they can't fault your business. So they'll be like, your business sucks, but you gotta, you feel me, service out the ass. You feel me? Congratulations. So you did, feel me? Out of a million people that say your business sucks, but a zillion people that keep coming back, that don't matter. So and then Jesus was in God's speed force, so that's how Jesus came. They was talking about Jesus was immortal and shit like that. And then you feel me? Jesus saw himself, the Virgin Mary. You feel me? And he looked just like God. And the thing is, Jesus was in God's speed force. So that means God saw himself. Yeah. God is making it rain. So yeah, after Jesus saw himself for like the last eclipse, you feel me, solar moon eclipse, you feel me, and he was just an after image, that's when he acted out what would happen in God's speed force if he just moved, you feel me, and didn't do none of the things that they said not to do. And what happened is what's in the Bible. Clout, you feel me? But guess what? Jesus is in God's speed force. So if you talking about you put a nail in Jesus' hand, you did it. Jesus opened up his own skin, you feel me? And people knew that Jesus was going to open up his own skin. So off of the clout of getting sent by God's speed force, they made fake pain. So the last thing that Jesus went through was fake pain. You feel me? Because you feel me, people want to hide that God was, you feel me, killing them. So what Jesus did was, as God's wife, you feel me, as Virgin Mary, was let them have to admit that God is killing them. You feel me? Because when they put his nail, because they was too weak to lift Jesus, obviously, especially if Jesus is in God's speed force. So Jesus floated on the thing, and when they tried to hammer his hand in and they was too weak, he made a hole in his hand. I forgot where I saw that at. I guess the authenticity. So he put his hand he put a hole in his hand so the nail can go through. And he did it in a way that it looked like it was like really them hammering a nail in. And they started putting their pain and talking about them getting popped. So the pain they was saying that was going in Jesus' hand was how many times God was popping them for eternity. That's money. They did it with the next hand. He did it with his feet. You feel me? He put in a whole. They didn't do that. They all they did was explain that God was killing them because they didn't like that that Jesus could act like. I mean, not act. You feel me? But how to say it? When you be like, "Hey, beautiful," and then out of nowhere, like a theme pop up, like you was being like a weirdo by calling someone beautiful, but it was really because someone with their senses was following a genuine person that would just call someone beautiful because they, you feel me, just a genuine person doing a genuine thing. So, but a weird person that think calling someone beautiful as powers was following them and like, oh, that was weird. You feel me? Yeah. So Jesus did the hey beautiful, and people was putting that little stinking pain on where, you feel me, and you feel me. Jesus like, well, I'm helping y'all trying to. So when God come here, it's gonna stink of y'all know what the fuck God's been doing to you. Because guess what? I'm gonna come back with God when resurrection, like y'all said. So, and you feel me? That resurrection just means they admit Jesus is in God's speed force too. You feel me? Like so clout. He got resurrected, but he was always in his speed force. So when they started hammering his hand, the pain that Jesus already gone, and this is the after image, was getting talked about. That, you feel me, he's not going through this pain. He's just writing the Bible. You feel me? You feel me? So, yeah. So yeah. So then, you know, um, other parts of the Bible we hear about how God is how God told them. You feel me? That, you feel me? After that, the Adam and Eve and make there be light keep repeating stories about it. Go reminiscence to I told you so. You feel me? Even though it just keeps repeating the let there be light in Adam and Eve. You feel me? So you feel me? So really, let there be light is the story about security of the world and what's going to be secured, and everybody. You feel me? God said, let there be light. The one that we can't approach said, let there be light. The one that's the security of light said, let there be light. You feel me? That's what God really meant. You feel me? The most powerful being, the someone we can't beat, said, let there be light. And then it repeats with the Adam and Eve story. But they don't listen. So the part where the God will smite you from, you feel me, that carries on to like Jesus getting on the goddamn thing, and that's like what, the second to third story in the Bible, where to the third time y'all saying God's gonna smite you from let there be light. Y'all should have been like, here that, well, Jesus did this because we deserve what we got. You feel me? You feel me? Because when someone reads something, nobody when they first read something assumes. So when you hear observations and assumptions in the air, that means that you can read how many times that person read it. It's not their first time reading about something when you hear observations and assumptions, because it's like, where did you get the capability to assume from? So yeah, so God is making it rain, man. That's amazing. God, you feel me? And it's getting to that speed force, the thickness from where it would have rained the second he dashed. But he held it to the timer of the organic, natural way, that how to keep strengthening the cloud, and then it just pour out from that timer of where it would have rained if if God didn't OD. You feel me? And that's how seasons work. So yeah, you feel me? It'd be crazy. So yeah, God do his thing, man. So that would be some shit if God come down from heaven and people thought he didn't. You feel? So people know how luxurious heaven must be, but people act like no. The Bible, the second song reads, God said, "Let there be light." They see the emphasis of how God comes. So people just be joking with God. You feel me? God come down to hell, and they just be joking with him. Like, I bet you're thirsty, God. You bet God's thirsty. Well, how you know he not goddamn sipping on the humidity in the air? Like, he said, let there be light. God can do anything. Well, why don't you abuse us? Because y'all nasty. He don't want y'all. That's why God don't touch y'all. Duh. Well, he don't touch y'all that way. You feel me? Like, God can do anything, but he don't want to touch us. Yeah, God can kill himself too, and he don't want to die. Same shit. You feel me? Like, God can hurt himself because I guess I went too far. God can hurt himself, but he don't want to hurt himself. You feel me? Like God can be y'all description of 30, but he don't want to be y'all description of 30, so he don't fuck with y'all. You feel me? So I just talking about God. You feel me? So it's a great compliment when you can relate. Um, but yeah, I just came on here to talk about God because God making it rain. That would be some shit if people try to hide what God is doing, thinking that's gonna make them not know that they're God. You feel me? I don't know. See, the next thing is, if Jesus came down, that means God. I doubt God would come down before. You feel me? The second coming or shit like that. I feel like the first coming was God saying they don't deserve. Um, they don't deserve his child. You feel me? So you feel me? He smite the whole world and said, "Let there be light," to where he feel like will be a great showing for his child to exist too. And then the second coming is Jesus um, doing the ultimatums that God did. You feel me? And then God's gonna come down. But God is making it rain, man. Like, damn. You feel me? That would be some shit. Is how people was civilized and knowing, you win some, you lose some, or you lose them all, or you feel me? People come and go. And then God come down, and then they start acting like the world isn't civil. I guess that would make what hell is, right? And like, bitch, I was just watching y'all talk to goddamn Jesus like the world civilized. How the fuck I come down here and now y'all acting like goddamn there's no such thing as God? But you feel me? That would be some shit. So because God is organized and professional and normal but strong. It's like, well, you was thinking like that before you saw my human body. When you saw me on Jesus, my human body was there too. That's probably who they was trying to nail in, the speed force of God. Damn. But I'm Da Vinci with this shit. Boy. I bet people be waiting for God to say, shut the fuck up. Like, damn. You feel me? You feel me? That is weird. You feel me? God was on Jesus and um they didn't talk about God don't need nothing to learn. They was talking about God, people, when God come down, the boss better give up his spot. You feel me? You feel me? They was talking about, oh, when God, when God come down, people better be ready for Judgment Day. You feel me? God making it rain. You feel me? Just all that fear, that energy that the people I sense think, because they was aware of a pinpoint of where I was at a point that I don't remember what I was saying. You feel me? All that shit that but then God come down with the power level, showing that, because the only way you can know that would be God is the power level that y'all was looking at. You feel me? You feel me? And he has a name tag to be like, yeah, I'm the one with that power level. You feel me? Because angels come down and y'all be like, oh, God, 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 God. And they be like, no, I'm the angel. You feel me? Then God come down and they act like they didn't just admit God can play with their life. And but he was acting normal on all the angels and human beings that was, you feel me, and the devil and all of that. But then God come down because they start. That'll be some shit. That's why God make it rain. You feel me? That would be some shit if God. No, that wouldn't be some shit. God come down, start talking, and people start blabbing, and because he just gonna be doing before they knew where to pinpoint. You feel me? You feel when they before there was a pinpoint body to say okay God. You feel me? They was just shouting in the air and God would smite them and they didn't know what to do because they didn't know where it was coming from. And then an angel or human or Jesus come down and then they start pinpointing on Jesus and God smite them because they still don't have God to pinpoint. Then someone else come down and they still don't have no one to pinpoint, so he smite them. Then God come down and he smite them, and they just don't. They have someone to pinpoint, so they just keep pinpointing as God keeps smiting them. Like um. What did you do before you could pinpoint it was over here? So what if God was a twin? And then on the twin, you feel me? The other twin's invisible on them and smiting for them, and you can't pinpoint. And on the other twin, you feel me? You feel me? Same difference. That. Oh my goodness. I guess people shit. Like God is begging to enjoy life. Stop killing me, God. Or I know this is what we all need to do so we can speed up you enjoy your life, God. If you don't stop killing me, you're gonna have to take the walk. Like, bitch, I have no problem walking. What the fuck? I'm God. You feel me? Speeding up the walk is a goddamn game. I didn't say you could play the game. God need to show like God, 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 you God, 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 God. He's the real God, real God, 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 God. Walk in, you feel me? Oh, hey, Zeus, how you doing? Like, that would be a funny show. God come down and be like, oh, hey, Zeus. And it's like, what you doing here, Zeus? Ah, I'm a Z now. I was just Jesus. I know. That's why I called you Zeus. I'm congratulating you. I guess the clout in the air, people don't get the joke. The joke. That would be funny. That would be so hilarious. So I'm your mother. That would be hilarious. If that's God, why are you looking at them? Because that's why. Don't bring up what I gotta deal with God. Bitch, that's God. Yes, God. They want God to, hey, don't you be calling my name out. Okay. I'm smiting your ass and bringing you back here to learn your lesson. You learn your lesson in peace and you get the fuck out of here. That would be hilarious. God, you under arrested. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I've read the Bible. I've done everything. I don't blame none of those my good workers. Go ahead. What you about to do? What you about to do with that Glock? You about to put it? You about to put it on my wrist? You about to put my Glock on my wrist? Go ahead. Go ahead. Let me see. We about to go. We about to do a filing. The devil gonna be with me. You know how funny that show would be? He's the real God. The real God. Do 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 do. God, the judge wants to see you, God. They waiting for God to complain. They making up, thinking of ways God gonna complain and shit like that. And he just smiting them for talking about him because they record. They not on Santa Claus's nice list. He go visit Santa Claus. Hey, Nick, how you doing, Nick? Oh man, I haven't heard that in years. That would be hilarious. You about to use reindeers? What happened to that Lambo truck? People's been following me. God, I got it, God. Shit. Does the reindeer have passengers? And God just riding and shit like that. Y'all, bitch, you heard him say y'all. Oh, you think you're Prancer? You think you're Rudolph? You think you're Blizzard? Y'all, bitch. They go to the first house. They're like, whose house is this? And then start echoing God, and he just cheeses. Well, we at Elizabeth's house. We at Elizabeth. Who's all in here? Because usually Elizabeth has, Cleopatra, but it's not Cleopatra. It's Zavaze. It's okay. Who's that? Well, you know she's in the code red. Code red. Well, that's what I'm in hell for. He tried to walk like, excuse, and then they about to overreact. He didn't set that shit and froze them. All I wanted to say was, and then speak the slang of the clock. They try to put God in for 55 of the fucking years, and I came here. And what's today? You thought I wasn't gonna beat your ass that long, but it's not beat your ass. You told me I needed a driver's license, and I was riding passenger. That would be a hilarious episode, boy. That would be a hilarious episode. Or you'd be like, oh, we about to visit Fetty Wap. Oh, shit. Yeah, we gonna get Fetty Wap. You know, I be making jokes about her Bakugan. I know. He got a Bakugan and a Sharingan, right? Yeah. Hey, look at it. I got a black one and a white one. I'm different. Hey. I'm like, what the God? Oh my goodness. I got a black one and a white one. Yes, I'm different. Boy, that would be a funny episode. Or God going out and he jogging while it's raining, and they like, let's stop making it rain. And he's just like, I'm just jogging. Well, you feel me? I'm like, paperwork? Where's this? The devil? Angels handle paperwork. Yeah, the devil's an angel, but that's not who we put on this paperwork. First of all, this paper says when a hair shows up to God, you leave him the fuck alone. It doesn't say act like God is on your side and call the hair attendant. And God just waiting for the day. He's like, who's out? Who want me to chill in their house and get out? Who gonna come? Cops is coming. Cops. Cops. The same 3 letters with God. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. And then they know they come about to approach God, so it ain't goddamn. It ain't no goddamn cops. It goddamn. It's goddamn. How you doing? Fired SWAT people coming in, and God just vanished in the humidity and just start going off. Because they thought he was ready to be like, oh, hey, cops, I heard you was fired. That would be the fireest action episode ever. God has to be wanting to film. You can't tell me. Y'all can't tell me God don't want to film, and he's the he don't need a stunt dummy, and he knows Santa Claus, like he know the ancient the most ancient you feel me? That's on God's throne. You feel me? Well, duh, they're on God's throne. You feel me? So you know they're on God's throne. They be like, oh, Caesar, how you doing, baby? I'm like, oh God, you feel me? You know, I came down. I just wanted to visit the castle for a little bit, get a little thing or two. You feel me? And then he leave the castle, and then he go to God go to apartments, and they like you can't take none of these cars, none of these houses. They're God's. Well, that's who I am. So I can. We got people waiting for you, God. You think we gonna change what we're saying just because we've been saying you can't do this because they're not God? You think and then they already knew he was gonna say something like that, so he vanished and then starts beating on with his people and get back on. Yeah, so you know that shit would be hilarious. That shit would be hilarious. God making it rain, y'all. God making it rain. You feel me? That shit would be funny. He's the real God, real God. Do, 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 do. Boy, that shit would be hilarious. That shit would be more funny if God go visit Peter Pan. He's like, Peter, and then Peter Pan try to do a speed joke, and God, you know, he just take off. But he might say Peter Pan because he think he want to be faster than God, and he like, oh, I see what you did there. And Peter Pan like, yeah. And you know, that episode would be probably the dopest episode. Because Peter Pan would have his little dagger. God got this long ass Glock. You feel me? Sephiroth want to chill because he like to learn how to move the longest goddamn sword. And then someone got a goddamn I guess a fofo in their hand, and he like, do you know how to use that? And before he can say Glock, niggas get scared, so he beat their ass, and then like, yeah, it's a G-lock. It's a fucking sword. It's a fucking slingshot. It's a fucking advanced sword that has a slingshot on it. Damn. He's the real God. Real God. Do, 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 do. That shit would be hilarious, boy. Some niggas talking about shooting God, and he like, I don't see how. And then when he about to say how, he got... Man, he already walking with this long ass Glock. He probably his favorite color green, but he got like a color that will make them call him a girly. You feel me? And he just chilling on his Glock like doo 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 doo. And he try to keep showing off the girly color like, hey, oh God. He go to a business, they be like, man, we just need to get rid of these. Like, well, I'm God. What's the problem? And he did it so goddamn fast. It's just after images. So he just gotta walk out. And then, you know, they supposed to respect what plane they on, because from the plane that they're on to the plane he's chilling on, it's like so far away and organized in a way that if he opened the door and they don't respect the plane that he's on, he gonna send them straight through. You feel me? You feel me? That's the pain. You feel me? Like, damn. So, God go to the hood. And he's like, oh, this ain't good enough. And then he disappears and shit. That shit would be hilarious. And then he got them go on a seminar with the person that was their whole good, you feel me, they little watchdog for when God comes. Do 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 do. And Spawn pull up like, hey, it's Spawn. How you doing, Spawn, man? I was trying to get rid of this man for a long time now, man. And Spawn, I know they don't know that this is tissue all over my face. Like, that would be a fire ass show. I guess we just waiting for God. But yeah, God's making it rain, y'all. That's how you. I guess that's how you can tell who's God. You feel me? All the shit talking they doing about it raining. Who's it going to? God. But yeah, that God probably, you feel me? God probably dropped his twin all on different planes. They switch, you feel me? Multi-dimensional, intertwinable planes. God and their twin switch. Because obviously, once you read God in the Bible, you hear the one that's done everything. You feel me? You feel me? Not that description. You feel me? Because that's not, you feel me, building a skill set. But everything to build a skill set and prosper to be the most powerful God. That's. And then, God gave the name God away to a child. Like, everything I can do. He's ass cold. But that it's still God, you feel me? So, every word in the dictionary is God's child, you feel me? Teacher, you feel me? You feel me? So it's like, what's my name? What's my name? What game did God give me? Zevalina, what is your name? Zevalina, talking it is all a shame. But yeah. God walk in and be like, oh, Sharik. And they have to disappear. Then walk back through the door and just quiet. We gonna act like it didn't happen. I was just chilling with Fetty Wap. Or God walk up on Mike Tyson, he's like, Pharrell! That shit would be hilarious. And people know who God is because all the cats is moving with God. They just prancing and shit. So they know what God looked like as a lion. That's the way the cats move around. They be purring around, talking about how much they love. You feel me? But yeah. So when you feel me, that is one of the skill set, being a twin. So every child has an ancestral 10, you feel me? Which means they was there in conscious with the twin. You feel me? Which makes, you feel me, the people that didn't learn from Jesus not part of the family, and Jesus, you feel me, the proof of who's in the family. And so yeah, you know, God also has that skill set. So the God, you feel me? God, goddamn, phew. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know. Yes. So God, when, because they don't like not working, so the twin work on the other side with the title they given, you feel me, the God that's in hell, and then intertwine multi-dimensional shifts is vice versa, and they drop in at mob, so you feel me, wherever God drop in at, and twin dropping, that's where they put respect is supposed to be, and walking further with more respect. So if it goes backwards, you feel me, judgment day and karma and etc. So yeah, you know, God drop down and the twin dropping the high, you feel, highest, and it's like, well, that's what this place is supposed to look like, you feel me, without criticizing, you feel me. Yeah. Yeah. So you know. So you know God come down, and the one that was nicknamed God Z's out his name, so it's Zozi or Zod. He's like, oh, it's God. He's like, you feel me? Yeah. You feel me? Episodes start. You feel me? People know it's gonna be a funny thing because they can see a heat wave and God writing at the same time with glasses on. He don't need glasses, so that's really him turning He turned handcuffs to a blade to glasses, and yeah, boy, that would be a good show. Nah, that's crazy. But yeah, God making it rain. I feel like I didn't talked about how much I love God. You feel me? Most people, they just be talking shit about God. I'm just showing how you can talk to God if there's that energy of an open space. If there's not that energy of an open space, then you just weak as fuck. God smites you and brought you back to feel the pain of what smiting feels like, and you making clout about being smited and trying to run the checkup. No, you feel me? Talking about killing God. But they know they can't kill the kids, and the kids are going to want to make an invention to make sure they can't kill God. Yeah. Well, you know, it's Webpoolz, and I think that was a good Oh, they want me to go on. Okay. Well, uh, what else to talk about? There's many things to talk about, so I'm gonna just keep going, running and run, keep run, cool, and I get cool, yeah. So yeah, so God, you feel me? Visit Santa Claus, who's Azazel's child, and um, Zebulina's mother, who is Zazie, and Zazie just walking in like, "Hello, Zazie, what you doing?" He's like, Zazie, didn't you tell these people? And Zazie's like, and he's like, Zazie, what is wrong with people? They read, and then take off after they both take off and come back. And that's what I was saying. Like, and then they take off again. But who knows? And then take off again. And then, you know what, Zazie? You ain't that bad. And then Zazie's just chilling with God. And then God has to go back to hell where Zazie was chilling. You feel me? But Zazie can't come because God don't like his second child seeing that type of things, because it's not about being lethal, it's about staying who you was born to be. And you feel me? So when it gets to the peak that Zazie can, it's like a video game to Zazie, and it's not an anger thing, then or him trying to hold in his composure of being mad, Zazie show up. And then his first child, Ziza, like Ziza, and then Ziza's like, you're not alone. I'm like, Ziza, why they still calling you Michael Jackson, man? I am here with you. And Ziza, you just keep reminding, like, use the first, Jesus, the first Zeus. Though you're far away. And I like, Ziza, we supposed to be working on this whole foundation, so we must be in some more other shit. I am here to stay. And then, after running into Ziza, God runs into his twin, because Ziza is his twin, but it's the story of making his twin his child. You feel me? Making his body, you feel me? Giving us, you feel me? How asexual birthing works, you feel me? Which makes the osmosis duplication to make Ziza be born, you feel me, as the equation of 2 from 3. And what's 2 from 3? So yeah, and Ziza finally God finally running to his twin, and there's nothing to talk about because dun, dun, dun. So every time God keep running to his twin, he just run into what I was talking about, the Virgin Mary story. And you feel me? The thing about it is, You feel me? The reason why they still call God God is because the child that got the God name was the signifying of ending of war and starting hell, cold reds. And you feel me? People just not gonna go past that, so they still call you feel me? They still calling, you feel me, the one that ended war and made the platform to end war for everybody else, God. And that's how the story of God comes about. The one man army, the first one man army, God. So yeah, that's what the Bible talks about, the skill set of the first one man army, God, which is a twin. So you know the twins don't have nothing to talk about when there's stuff to do, because everything to talk about is talking about, I want to swing on that person. So instead of saying, I want to swing on that person, they smite them. And God is making it rain. So yeah, talking about some, yeah. So in the end, the same disrespect of not letting the child walk around with the name. Hey, buddy, buddy. All the way on. Damn, talk about the void of ignoring people and telling me I'm beautiful. Like, damn. That touched my heart. So yeah, they looking at God, but they notice that they can't tell. It's like they can't see. They can see. They don't want to, because they don't want to give credit. They so happy that God's a twin because they don't want to give God credit. So they give credit to the twin and vice versa. And so moment of silence. But yeah, so they can't captivate it. Well, now they can, but the bullshit and the benefit of the doubt that they can't captivate it. But they don't want to give credit to, you feel me, to neither twins. But it's, you feel me, the truth is the truth. So they give credit to the twin, but ignoring the last truth is that they don't need credit to it to be known who it is, because the twins are on each other. You feel me? The twin gods, the God is on each other invisibly. So it's not, you feel me? So it's not that hard to see that the world is moving opposite of where each other is at. You feel me? And that's the whole platform to, you feel me? So that means the God's twins' left hand is on the twins' right hand, and the God's twins' right hand is on the twins' left hand. And you feel me? Vice versa, if I screw it up when really, zerking. So yeah, and the problem is the God's twins are they're just osmosis of each other, so it's still them talking. But the voice is coming from the left hand, you feel me? Oh, what's good, buddy? They was gonna go in the house and act like what? Troll. So yeah. Um yeah. That's some shit, ain't it? Oh. Damn, you was smart. That's called smart. So every time, so you telling me that you're an angel cat? And the fur that we're seeing is your aura going ballistics. So you're a human. Whoa! You a baby? You're God's baby? Oh, you know. Hey. Okay, so that's fucked up. That you went on the mission that the same mission that God done, and you had to grow up, and you protecting God, and they're saying the shit that you did is what you gonna do to God. That, you feel me? You a great soldier, you feel me? Because God wouldn't care. It's just words, but clout. So yeah, excuse me. So yeah, God. So God isn't talking to nobody in hell. You feel me? So the twin is talking from, you feel me, when they dropped in from the mob spot, telling them like, I'm watching how stupid, you feel me? And that's the slang they talking like, I came from something, you feel me? Because there's really nothing to talk about, you feel me? And really, it's not really them. It's really them joking with them in a smiting God way. But you feel me? They trying to cover up the joke. Yeah. So yeah, So if they look over there at the mob spot, or you feel me, the highest, they see God that they're staring at, but you feel me? This is why I'm saying they see it. The other way, and the one that they see through the one that they see of the other twin, that's the other way. They see that the other way, but you feel me? They can tell like they're in a. It's not the same exactly, but it's exactly the same. So it's like a pouch for the Glock. And that's the God twins. The twin gods that rule the world. And don't want to hear shit. And in war you don't, and I don't know how someone thought they were gonna tell God, you feel me, because God already was ready to smite without, you feel me, a breath taken, or you feel me, without an instant what's going on, you feel me. But they know off how the kids and give customer service, if they're respectful, they can get help. But it's just like, that doesn't mean you're gonna get customer service if you're finessing to be respectful, especially if someone's not working in that, you feel me, and nor is it the first filing of charges in etc. So yeah, the twin gods talking,